Well, hello, Cleveland. It's good to be back in Ohio. You know, today I started out the day by visiting a school here in Cleveland that's been closed. I walked the grounds, saw the locked doors, the empty playground, and the faded paint on a building that once rang with voices of children. That sight stays with you. It's a painful reminder of what happens when we stop investing in the places that matter most, our neighborhood schools. Then I came here to this school, not far away, that is still open, still serving families every day, but clearly showing its age. You can see the worn roof lines that deferred maintenance, the infrastructure that is asking for help. This is the reality for too many suburban schools across America. They're not failing, they're fighting every single day with limited resources to give our kids the education they deserve. And I think I made it very clear from day one of this administration education is a priority, and we will spend what needs to be spent to educate the future of our country. You know, parents in Cleveland and suburbs like this one are working hard. They're paying their taxes, expecting their children to walk into buildings that are safe, modern, and inspiring. Instead, too often, they see classrooms that haven't been updated in decades, cafeterias struggling to keep milk on tables, and teachers stretched thin trying to make it all work. This is not acceptable in Cleveland. This is not acceptable in any city in the United States of America. And we are better than that. We are better than that. That's why this administration is committed to real education equality that reaches suburban America. We are strengthening school nutrition programs so no child has to wonder whether there will be a hot meal or milk in the cafeteria. Just about a month ago, I found out that there was a milk shortage in our nation. Believe it or not, the most powerful nation in the world, there was a milk shortage. And once we found out what the problem was, we fixed it. The problem was solved within the course of a week. It took me one executive order and then talking to the director of USDA and the education secretary, and we got it fixed. We got it fixed. You know, and the other thing that's a problem in our nation is teacher retention. We're getting ready to end another school year that's coming up in the next few weeks. Many teachers are contemplating on coming back another school year or leaving the profession altogether. There are people there are people leaving education for better jobs, for better pay, and that should not be the case. This administration, since day one, has effort to ensure that educators, teachers, the support people who support educators are among the top paying individuals in this country. It's imperative that they are because they are teaching the future of this country. You know, and we're investing in school infrastructure, renovation, modernization, aging buildings, hardening our grids against outages, expanding broadband, and creating learning environments that match the potential of our children. When we renovate and rebuild our schools, we don't just fix bricks and mortar, we rebuild hope. We open doors that have been closed. We tell every family that their neighborhood schools matter, and it does. You know, this morning when I toured a closed school, it had been closed for just a few years now. I was looking through the windows and looking at those classrooms and wondering who was educated in there and wondering and just wondering, waiting for the bell to ring, waiting for the teacher to greet their students for the day. It wasn't there. The school's closed down, and just a few miles away, there's another teacher who has the load that was in that school. That should not be the case. That's the problem with teacher retention in this country. It's because they are loaded down with too many students because of closed down schools. This administration will will make a priority that we will reopen these schools and get teacher retention back to levels it needs to be at. To the students here today, I see your energy and your promise. I see that every time I visit a school, and I do that quite often. Your future is not limited by the age of these walls, and they should never be. We're going to fight to give you the facilities you deserve so you can chase your dream you have. To the teachers and staff, thank you for you show up here every day under challenging conditions, and you still pour everything into our kids. You are the heroes of this work, and we see you. To the parents and families, I hear you as well. The worries about school quality, the cost of gas to get here, the struggle with housing affordability. These challenges are connected. That's why we're pushing a full families first agenda, lowering cost, fixing schools, and building communities where working families can thrive. This is a part of a larger battle for the soul of our nation. You may have heard that before. There was a previous president that used that, and I think it's very pertinent today, and I will give former President Biden credit for that. We believe every child, whether in a school that's struggling to stay open or one fighting to stay strong, deserves a fair and real shot at the American dream. Every child in this country deserves to dream the American dream. Cleveland, let's get it done. Let's renovate our schools, reopen closed doors, and show the country what's possible when we invest in the next generation. Thank you very much for your time this morning. May God bless you. May God bless Ohio, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you all very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.